walk us through what's the day in the life of Sammi.
Day in the life of Sammi. Well, I like to sleep in because I am not a morning person, but if I have to get up, I will. I try and work out now, even though I'm struggling with that because I also don't like exercise. And then it really depends whether I have like interviews or if I'm going to the studio recording music. Sometimes I'll be in some lessons, and my schedule's kind of all over the place, and I just kind of figure it out as I go.
Your eyeliner is amazing. I love how you made it crisp on the bottom and smudged on the top.
Thank you. I have so much fun just like messing up my makeup.
It's hard to get it like perfectly smudged sometimes.
I take like a liquid liner and I just kind of make a wing, and then I take like a darker brown eyeshadow and I just literally smudge it, and then when I do my concealer, I just make sure it's not like hanging down at the bottom.
Do you do it when it's still wet, or do you let it dry first?
It depends. Sometimes I'll leave it, if I want it to be a little bit darker, I'll leave it when it's wet and then just like smudge, and then I'll just like use my fingers sometimes to just kind of mess with it.
Your style is always really cool. It's like a little edgy, but still cute. You always have like the nails, the boots, the rips, the
comfy. Like I'm very big about being comfy, and I like a lot of boy pieces. I think it's fun to just kind of mess around with different styles.
Do you have just like a ton of options and every day you're just picking it out, or do you start with your shoes, start with your top? How does it work?
It really depends. I try and find like one statement piece that I feel like is going to be the bam part of the outfit, and then I just kind of piece whatever I have in my closet to create an outfit.
You recently came out with a new single, Deeper, which has some Spanish in it, which is really cool.
I've definitely have been wanting to go more on the R&B side of my music. I definitely wanted to explore that, and I feel like that's kind of like my transition into going into all that, and I'm super excited about it because it's like a new style, mixing Spanglish with still having those like pop kind of chords and rhyme schemes and stuff like that, and then throwing some R&B in there, just kind of making a mosh pit of music that I like and that I want to make.
What inspired the actual song? What is it about for those of us who don't speak Spanish?
Yes. So Deeper was a song that I wrote about an ex, and I was at a party and we had like just broken up, and it's that time when you see that person again, you're just like like you don't know what you're feeling. It wasn't necessarily that I was upset that I was seeing him or I was super happy to see him, but it was just he kind of got me in my feels. So I just kind of said that you get me deeper. Like I just think deeper when I see you. Now I don't feel that way. I'm sorry. I'm over him.
What are the Spanish sections, if you could translate
Spanish
it?
Section, it's basically saying that I'm going to give you my emotions raw. That you're just going to kind of put everything out there and you're okay with feeling that way. You're acknowledging how he's making you feel, and it's not anything that I'm necessarily ashamed of or overly excited about. It's just kind of how I feel, yeah.
Would you say that there's, in the music that you write, a similar theme or a message that you hope that people will take away?
All the music that I've recorded, it's been different. I have some more sad songs and I have some happy ones that make you want to dance, and I think at the end of the day I just want people to feel an emotion. I don't think it's necessarily I want them to be happy all the time, because that's not human. I think everybody goes through a bunch of emotions, and I kind of want something for what everybody's going through.
If you could pick any artist, who would be someone you would want to model your career after?
I definitely say Rihanna. I think she's been a huge inspiration of mine ever since I was little. I grew up listening to her, so I've kind of watched her tap into different parts of her artistry and becoming so many people, but still Rihanna, and I'm super excited to go through that process and evolve as an artist.
If you could collaborate and work with any musician, who would you want to work with?
I would love to do a song with Drake. I think that's definitely a goal of mine.
Would you ever rap in one of your songs?
I would attempt to rap. I think I need a few tips from him first. I don't call myself a rapper, but I'm definitely down to try.
If you could describe your music in 3 words, how would you describe it?
I definitely think emotion, because I think something that I love about my music is that it can always make you feel. I love when people can relate to my music. Makes you want to dance usually. I get that a lot from people, and I love having those like Latin flavors. And I would just say like spicy.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's a little sassy too, my music sometimes, so.
Would you say that you're personally a little sassy, or just in your music?
Definitely. Ever since I was little, I've just always a little sassy.
If you could put together the ultimate concert, and you were in it, who would you have performing before you, after you, with you, and where would it be?
Definitely a huge venue, because we're going to have some huge artists in the show. I would love to have Rihanna. We got to put Justin Bieber in there. We got to sing Despacito. That has to happen. Definitely Drake. Maybe The Weeknd. Just putting all my favorite artists in there. I just want to meet them.
What is your favorite thing that fans do when you're performing?
I love when they just like randomly yell out things. I think it's the funniest thing because it catches me off guard, and I'm like, ah, and I like am in the moment, and I sometimes respond to them while I'm on stage and stuff like that. So I think that's fun.
Are you working on any new music you can share?
Yes, I'm always working on music. I'm very big about going to the studio and just getting everything out there. I love writing. I'm definitely always writing new music, and I have a bunch of songs that are not released, so hopefully I'll release them soon.